That shouldn't surprise any of us. But they went in there and absolutely obliterated the Connecticut Sun tonight. Caitlin Clark, big-time double-double. And before the game, Sophie Cunningham was asked about her comments that she made where she stood up for women's sports.
They say that in the wild world of professional sports, there are some rules that nobody writes down, but everyone understands. You should never wake up a sleeping giant. You should never give a once-in-a-generation superstar an extra reason to play even harder. And most importantly, you should never make a dirty and pointless hit on the superstar's most trusted teammate. But it seems like the Connecticut Sun did not understand that message. What happened on the court tonight between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun was not just another regular season game. It was a rough, angry, and very planned attack. It was a complete blowout that people will watch again in film rooms and fans will keep talking about for years. It started with a huge celebration that shocked the sports world, and it ended with a complete TV nightmare for Connecticut. Tonight showed the entire WNBA one very clear and scary message. If you touch Sophie Cunningham even one time, Caitlin Clark will make sure your entire franchise feels the pain and pays a huge price. To really understand how massive this destruction was on the court and how the mental battles controlled the whole game, we need to go back to the start. We need to look at the unbelievable excitement that happened before the game even began. The arena was not just loud. It was shaking with amazing energy. Why? Because just a few hours before the game started, a huge history-making announcement spread across every major sports network around the world.
Something that I don't normally do. Not that you did a great job coaching, that you did a great job of getting the hell out of Caitlin Clark's way today. When the GOAT has the ball in her hands, there's nothing anybody can do. This was a masterclass. This is why she is the best show in the business. Must-see television. Caitlin Clark put on an absolute dominant performance versus the Connecticut Sun. 27 points, 11 assists in just 27 minutes. Indiana Fever beat the absolute dog crap, beat the brakes off the Connecticut Sun. 123-88, 70 points in the first.
Caitlin Clark was officially picked as the only global cover athlete for the new NBA 2K27 Deluxe Edition. Just stop and think about how huge that really is for a moment. This was not a cover made only for one area, not a promotion that only appeared online, and not some special extra cover sitting quietly in a store. This was the first time in history that a WNBA player became the main face of the biggest basketball video game franchise in the entire world. This was not just a normal sponsorship deal. It felt like she was being crowned as a true superstar. Clark stepped onto the court that night already known as a living legend, carrying the hopes of the league's money and future culture on her shoulders. The Indiana Fever locker room was filled with excitement that you usually only see after winning a championship. Everyone was feeling incredible. The crowd was full of energy, holding homemade signs and wearing special team clothes. The team was ready to celebrate their franchise player's historic moment with a big win full of amazing highlights, but the Connecticut Sun made a huge and confident mistake. The Sun walked into that arena feeling tired of all the attention Indiana was getting from the media. They did not want to be just a small part of Caitlin Clark's historic night. They did not want to stand behind a 2K sports commercial. They wanted to become the villains. They wanted to destroy the celebration, ruin the party, and drag the Fever into a tough, ugly, and very physical game. They believed Indiana's happy feeling before the game meant they were weak. And that ended up being the biggest mistake they could have ever made.
Athlete for NBA 2K27 Deluxe Edition. She's obsessed with the work. Pre-order NBA 2K27 now. I've taken a break from 2K. I haven't played 2K in the last 6 years. I'm not going to play. It's the same game, repackaged over and over again. But Caitlin Clark on the cover. Love to see it. Caitlin Clark on the cover. Absolutely loved it. This should have happened year one. This should have happened year two. But you know what? They're not just going to throw her on the WNBA edition like Angel Reese and Asia Wilson. She's not going to get a participation trophy like those two. Oh, yeah, here you go, WNBA edition. Oh, really, for me? Nah, see, don't worry, Caitlin. Don't worry. In 25, this is
The Connecticut Sun, trying their best to mess with the new NBA 2K cover star, decided to stop playing normal basketball and started playing in a very dirty way. Deep down, they knew from watching their game plans that they could not really stop Clark's long-range shooting. They knew they did not have the defense needed to handle her incredible passing and playmaking skills. So, they decided to attack the confidence of her team instead. But instead of going after Clark, they went after the heart, the energy, and the tough fighter of the Fever, Sophie Cunningham. Then came Anna Morrow. During a very rough, dangerous, careless, and completely unnecessary play that made thousands of fans scream at their TVs, Morrow sent Cunningham crashing to the floor. This was not just a normal basketball moment. This was not two strong players fighting for a loose ball or battling hard for a rebound near the basket. This was a planned hard foul. It was the kind of play that clearly went past tough old-school defense and turned into a moment of total disrespect.
Cunningham, she's been getting praise from anybody with half a brain cell today. No doubt about it. Now, right here, double technicals for Sanaya Rivers and Caitlin Clark, who exchanged words after a Connecticut foul. That's 7 technicals for Caitlin Clark. One more, and she will be suspended. I hope they rescind this one because I thought it was complete bullshit. You see that score, 123-88. The Indiana Fever set a record for points in the first half of a game with 70 tonight. Wow. Yeah, and Caitlin Clark started this game fast. She never really took her foot off the pedal at all. And I got to tell you, if teammates could have made some shots, she might have had 16, 17, 18 assists tonight. There were a lot of shots missed on passes that she made directly to her teammate.
Cunningham crashed onto the floor with a very hard impact. The terrible sound of her fall could even be heard all the way up in the broadcast booth. For a short moment, the entire arena became completely silent. It was so quiet that it felt like all the energy had disappeared from the building as the medical staff leaned forward from the bench. Connecticut thought they had done exactly what they wanted.
When they are playing in the CC style, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are an unguardable backcourt. Kelsey Mitchell's passing the ball. The girl shoots at an efficient clip. Aaliyah Boston had 20 points, 20 minutes. I mean, damn, they beat the hell out the Connecticut Sun. Let's get a look at these GOAT highlights, please. Please. Let's get into these GOAT highlights, man. They can't stop CC.
Till up. People don't.
Let's take a look at these highlights, man. Caitlin Clark put on a show, loading up threes. First play of the game. Bang! Baghdad! First play of the game. Y'all can't stop her. Snatch back. Pull up from the parking lot. Pulled up from the parking lot where it's $50 to park at. Getting into the lane. And one. You can't stop her. They ain't even call it. Reverse is too easy for Caitlin Clark. She's unguardable. Another 3. Baghdad. They can't stop her. She's pulling up. She's pulling up from Hawkeye, Carver Hawkeye Arena. What a pass to Aaliyah Boston. Man, Caitlin Clark can't be stopped. If you think there's anybody as good as in basketball as Caitlin Clark, you're either drunk, on drugs, you're delusional, you need to check into a mental ward, something is wrong. Pump fake, step back, cash. This girl's unguardable, man. The girl's unguardable. She hit, 5 threes in the first half, coming off. Look at that pad. Bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston and one. The best pick and roll. That was all.
They truly believed they had sent a scary message that would hurt the Fever's confidence and take them out of their rhythm, but they forgot who they were facing. Sophie Cunningham is not just a normal basketball player. She is a real fighter who never quits. Instead of staying down on the floor, and instead of looking toward the trainers for help, Cunningham got back up immediately and refused to back away even a little. She jumped right back into the game and showed everyone that the Indiana Fever cannot be bullied, pushed around, or frightened by cheap moves. Clip 5.